You know, we've done some strange things on this channel before. I mean, we've beaten the original Decidueye blindfolded, we beat Mewtwo with a Kricketune, and we just beat Hisuian Decidueye with a Charmander and 3 other starter Pokemon. But this was one of the strangest things I think we've done on this channel in a while. And it all started with a message on Discord from the Showdown admin himself, Mr. Dawoblefet. And for those of you unfamiliar with Mr. Dawoblefet, he is a legend in the Pokemon community. The man knows more about stats, damage calculations, and mechanics of the game than I think anybody I have ever met in my life. He's also an admin for Pokemon Showdown. So I knew as soon as he messaged me saying that, hey, he had something funny to show me, things were gonna be a little interesting. And with that, I was told to find 2 funny Pokemon to bring into battle. And of course, since I'm shiny hunting Magikarp, I had to bring in my shiny Magikarp. And I threw in Chef Boyardee, the Kricketune, because, you know, it's a hilarious shiny, and his mustache is just phenomenal. On top of that, throwing Quagmire, the shiny Quagsire, and Mr. Krabs, the shiny Crawdaunt, along with Iron Hands and a Sinistcha that I was told I had to bring for this. And we were ready to go. All that was left to do was get Dawoblefet on a call and get stream started so we could see exactly what in the world he was planning to do. And look, I knew this was going to be something crazy because I've spent hours conversing with Dawoblefet, both in person at locals, at regionals, and on Discord about various game mechanics and VGC and everything in between, but I really had no idea and was not prepared for what was about to happen live on stream.
Okay, all right. So what I need you to do, so chat, we're actually going to be setting this up on both Magikarp and Kricketune. So both of these Pokemon you'll want to pay close attention to. Hopefully I don't screw this up, by the way, because I didn't make any notes. I'm just completely going off the top of my head.
No, you are totally fine.
Yeah, so you need to lead with either Magikarp or Kricketune and Sinistcha.
Okay.
And then just bring all the rest of your Pokemon in the back.
Just bring all the rest of them in the back?
Yeah,
all right.
Please do that.
Because yeah, we've got 6 here.
So what you're gonna need to do is absolutely nothing for the first couple turns.
Okay.
So if you've got moves that like don't do anything, like if that Magikarp has Splash, click Splash. What moves does the Sinistcha have?
That's a good question. Let's find out. I haven't looked at the Sinistcha.
Yeah, so I got Pain Split.
Okay.
Which should not do. The Pain Split doesn't do anything. That's they're just killing turns. Oh my gosh, Magikarp's so fast.
It's very fast.
Magikarp is.
He's speedy,
that did so much.
Oh no, no.
Okay, go into Chandelure next time.
Okay, so we'll go into Chandelure.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully this needs to do perfect.
Okay.
I need that to do somewhere less than half, or excuse me, less. It can't be at full HP, but it needs to be above 75% HP.
Okay. I get you.
So okay, now go ahead. You can use Giga Drain into Chandelure this time.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that'll go a lot better.
All right.
Just splash again. Yeah. And I'll just continue to spam Pain. So this will actually be the first thing that we'll see. This will be kind of interesting. We have to wait for our fancy shiny gold Magikarp to use
the
Splash
fastest
first,
golden Magikarp in the West.
Yes. But this will actually be the first thing that we're going to do, and it's not even going to look that unusual to start off with. I'm going to use Self-Destruct with my Coughing, and this won't hit anything on the field except Magikarp.
Okay.
It could have hit my Chandelure, and I would have been A-okay, but I needed it to hit the Magikarp especially. So now that my Neutralizing Gas wore off, you'll notice I had that. So that means Sinistra's Hospitality is actually able to heal the Magikarp. This is where the first part of our glitch is going to come in. You can just go ahead and stay in. Just use Giga Drain into Chandelure again. That'll be all right. Yep. So I'm actually going to use a Thunderbolt into Magikarp, and I want you guys to pay attention to what happens with this Magikarp, because something interesting should happen here, assuming I've done my setup correctly. If it hasn't, then it's not going to do anything interesting at all. I'm going to use Thunderbolt. Hopefully this just knocks out Magikarp. Oh, it did. I don't think it quite did. No, it did. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah,
now,
so you'll notice there, the Magikarp fainted with HP. That's supposed to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about that too much right now. But yeah. So once you switch in, I don't have your stream going live at the moment. I can see the chat, but I don't see a stream. Can you see? Does Magikarp have HP right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now. Magikarp has 22 HP.
Okay, excellent. I'll need you to go into Cricketune next. Cricketune will be our next fellow to help out.
Okay.
Again, I need you to kill turns. So if you
I've got Sword Stance.
You got Sword Stance. Sword Stance will work perfect.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So kill turns with it.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
And then swap out Sinistra. Does it matter who I swap it out to?
Not to Magikarp. Anybody but Magikarp.
Okay, so we'll swap it out to Hands. Hands is bulky boy.
Yeah. Hands will work perfectly.
Fantastic.
Yep. And then I'm gonna switch around too because I have a second coughing. We're gonna do something similar with Chef Boyardee. All right, so I need you to switch Hands back to Sinistra now and just continue to go for that Swords Dance.
Okay.
That Swords Dance is perfect.
It's gonna be the most effective Cricketune I've ever seen in my life.
It's gonna be so strong.
All right, so then we swap back into not Magikarp. We swap into Sinistra.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that took down Mewtwo.
Yeah, I don't know if this works with leftovers. I've never tried it, but this could be funny.
Okay.
So I think it should work. Everything in my brain tells me that it should behave the same way. The only thing I'm concerned about is if this heals it back to 100%.
No, it doesn't.
No, okay. We're good.
I think you're in a good spot now because leftovers definitely isn't gonna put it back in 100.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, I'm gonna go into my Kilowattrel.
Okay.
And use Thunderbolt onto Cricketune again. We just won't have the full experience, but we'll still have pretty good.
Okay.
So hopefully Thunderbolt will get the Cricketune this time. I guess Kilowattrel is not as strong as.
I have a feeling it's gonna.
I was hoping.
It is also max special defense, so.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. We're good.
Yeah, it's gone now. Good.
Yeah, it's fainted with HP again, which is normal. You know, that's what's supposed to happen.
Well,
that's definitely how Pokemon works. Yeah. Now we've got both Magikarp and Cricketune in the back. As I recall, DK, we have both of them with HP. Is that correct?
Yes. Magikarp's at 22 and Chef Boyardee is at 33.
Okay, so we can go into Magikarp at this point. I think Magikarp's okay to go into.
All right, so let's throw Magikarp in here.
Yeah. All right, so one of the things I want to do, your Sinistra has the move Giga Drain. Is that correct?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and use Giga Drain into that Magikarp. I think that will be pretty good. We want to deal out, find a little bit of HP to Magikarp if we can help it. I'm gonna switch out. I need to. Yeah, you don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about too much. Chat.
Oh no, I'm just trying to figure this out, but it's
Yeah.
All right,
yeah, we got Breloom. Breloom is here for moral support, I think.
All right.
Oh, I'm faster, so this might do a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. You'll notice it didn't hit the Magikarp. That's interesting. I wonder why I didn't do that. Perhaps go into another Pokemon. Maybe go to Iron Hands. Iron Hands is pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I think. Don't you think? I think Iron Hands is a pretty strong Pokemon.
Iron Hands would be a good Pokemon to go into.
Yeah. Close combat will work. I think that'll knock out Magikarp from this range. Don't you think?
Very much should knock out Magikarp.
Yeah. Let's do that. I think
very much should take out Magikarp at this point.
Yeah. So go ahead and use close combat into it. I'm just attacking myself because I'm kind of wanting to show off this to start off with.
Yeah.
So we're using close combat and wait a minute, DK. What did it say there?
It failed, good sir.
Yeah, it failed. Now that's kind of interesting. You wouldn't expect that to happen.
No, I would not actually.
Yeah, that's that kind of standard. You don't expect that sort of thing to work. Let's go ahead and switch out Iron Hands into the Cricketune if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and Magikarp can again keep doing whatever. I don't care what it does.
All right, we'll let.
I'm gonna go into Chef Boyardee. So, we got two epic golden shinies. They're pretty strong. And wow, my moves aren't working, DK. What's up with that? What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of weird, but that's pretty cool to see. Let's go ahead and switch both of your Pokemon out now, DK.
Okay.
If you would, just switch them out. I don't care what to. I just want to see them switch out.
Okay.
Hey, didn't I tell you to switch out your Pokemon, DK?
Oh no.
Didn't I instruct you to switch your Pokemon out?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Why didn't you switch your Pokemon out when I asked you to?
Wait, no, I did switch them out, I swear.
You switch them out. Oh, okay. Well, maybe try attacking. Maybe switch. Maybe the switch out.
Oh, okay.
You know?
The switch
maybe you should try attacking. You know.
We'll use Magikarp's
maybe attacking,
almighty move Flail
at
this point.
Maybe Flail will work. You know, it has low HP, right? So it'll probably
right.
get stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm using some moves, you know,
they
don't seem to be attacking you, so that's not a good sign.
Yeah,
but,
no, I mean.
Yeah, but you know.
Oh, no,
wait,
none of mine
your
are
moves.
working either.
Where were your moves?
Oh,
where were your moves, DK?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Uh-oh, you can't use any moves, can you?
I can't do anything.
Oh, all right. Well, that's okay though. That's okay. Maybe if you terastallize, you know, maybe what's the Magikarp paratype?
It's rock. It's rock.
Okay, well then maybe just terastallize rock then.
All right.
Maybe that'll let us get us out of it.
We'll do Terra Rock tackle, and see
yeah,
if this works.
let's do that. That'll work just fine. You know, that way maybe terastallization will get the game working again. Hey, wait a minute, didn't I tell you to terastallize, DK?
No. Oh
Didn't I tell you to terastallize?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it, DK. You're not following any of my instructions. Your Pokemon aren't even doing anything. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's pretty good. So maybe if you, we've kind of shown off. This is a pretty good step for the first battle.
Yeah.
Maybe you just forfeit this one, and then maybe we can move on to the second one. So just go down the run.
We can move on. We'll move on to the second.
Yeah. There you go. I'm gonna switch out as well into Blissey. But wait a minute.
Jesus,
didn't you select run?
No.
Didn't you select run, DK?
I did select run.
You selected run, but why didn't you forfeit?
Me press the run.
Why didn't you run away? Why didn't you run away?
Oh, you have broken the game.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, so I can't seem to hit you. We're kind of at a stalemate. DK, what do you think we should do about this?
I have two thoughts. One thought is we let the battle timer run out.
Yep, that's one way we can get out.
I was gonna say you let the match timer run out, and that 5 minutes of sitting here doing this.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be stuck.
Oh,
yeah, until the match timer runs out.
So I guess the only other option would be if you had a third coughing on your team, to KO the rest of your own Pokemon. And then self-destruct coughing.
This is fantastic. All right, we got about 4 minutes left on here, so we'll see if I can explain what's going on in 4 minutes.
I was gonna say, absolutely.
We are doing a desync glitch, as they're called. Desync glitches have to do with the presentation of the battle being different than how the game is actually treating the battle internally. What do I mean by that? It might be helpful to think about like what the game's code is doing versus what it's showing you. So what it's showing us is the battle, its animations, and things like that. What the game's doing when it's actually playing out the battle, when you select your moves for the turn, the game already knows how the turn state is going to be at the end of that turn. It already knows this, because of the RNG, this critical hit will happen. Because of the RNG, this Pokemon will wake up this turn. It already knows that this player selected Thunderbolt on Magikarp, so that means that it's going to do this much damage based on the random damage roll. It already knows that information in advance. It's calculating that without ever showing that to the player. It knows the value of the turn before the turn plays out. But there is a problem with doing that with our friend Hospitality. And this also appears in actually this generation as well, but also in previous generations with the ability Unnerve. What's going on is that the abilities are because they're being disabled, or they're disabling something, like Unnerve is disabling eating berries, or neutralizing gas is disabling abilities. What's going on is that the game ends up healing too much HP. That's effectively what's going on here. So when we chipped the Pokemon slightly below 100%, but above 75%, what's going on is when my coughing used self-destruct, it knows the damage that it should be doing to the Hospitality Pokemon. To all Pokemon, but in particular Magikarp and Kricketune. It knows that self-destruct is supposed to be doing however much damage it is. But when neutralizing gas leaves the field, Hospitality is able to reactivate. So what's going on is, like, in game order, what's going on first is the damage happens first. And, excuse me, what's going on in game order is the healing happens first, and then the damage is applied, because neutralizing gas ends up leaving the field before damage is applied, if I'm remembering correctly. I may be misspeaking and I have the order reversed, but it really doesn't matter that much. You can see the impact that we're having here. Yeah. So what's going on is the game ends up thinking that the Pokemon have more HP than they really do, visually at least. So you can see that both of DK's Pokemon here have HP, but they're both being treated as fainted. You'll recall when the Iron Hands used close combat into the Magikarp, I believe it was.
Yep.
The close combat said, but it failed. Those familiar with mechanics in Pokemon will recognize that as the message that plays when you're trying to attack a fainted Pokemon. Like when there's nothing there, it'll just say, but it failed. Like if you like if the Pokemon switched in from entry hazard and died, and then you tried to use an attack on it, it would say, but it failed. You also notice similarly, if I recall correctly, I believe when Heat Wave was used, I believe it didn't play Magikarp avoided the attack or Dawn avoided the attack. I don't believe it played that message because, again, it's not doing that. If you can see from my side of things, me targeting into Magikarp, you would see it actually gets redirected into, or would have been redirected into Iron Hands. Like if I use Thunderbolt into Magikarp, it would have gotten redirected to Iron Hands because, again, when a Pokemon is fainted on the field, it redirects the targets to the unfainted slot where applicable. But basically, we've sent out these Pokemon. These Pokemon have HP in one sense, and they don't have HP in another sense. And so that's what's going on with the game. And then when you have fainted Pokemon on the field, the game is programmed to not allow you to do certain things with fainted Pokemon for good reason. And some of those things include terastallizing or include trying to forfeit, because that doesn't make sense. If your Pokemon are all knocked out, you shouldn't be able to forfeit. The game should just be over. Speaking of which, I believe our match time is
I was going to say, I believe it's...
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. So, that's what's happening. So your Pokemon are completely invincible. I can't touch you. There's no way that I could further damage you at this point. I don't think I could hit you with Sandstorm. I couldn't poison you. Nothing like that. But at the same time, you can't do anything to me. And you see I happen to defeat you there because... I think we're 4. No, I think, what was that? What was the final end scream? That was actually kind of interesting.
It should have been 4-4. Because I lost 2 and you lost 2 cough. Oh, no, I lost Sinistra.
Yeah, you did lose Sinistra.
So I lost 3, yeah.
Yeah, so that might have been on normal tiebreakers there.
Yeah.
So there may not have been anything terribly unusual with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what's going on. If you're able to set up these sorts of invincible Pokemon, if I recall correctly, if you only have these undead Pokemon remaining, then you will just instantly lose, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, even if you could hypothetically set this up, it wouldn't work. But this could theoretically come up if a Weezing got knocked out at the same time that damage was dealt to a Sinistra, or excuse me, not to a Sinistra, but to a partner of Sinistra. I believe you would be able to see this in an actual VGC match as well, hypothetically. Like, you might be able... I don't think it requires self-destruct. I'm pretty sure of that. But like, if neutralizing gas was KO'd, I believe that would be possible to see. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. I could be mistaken.
But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, straight from the man himself. That is how Dawoblefet managed to softlock us in a battle in Scarlet and Violet and create 2 invincible Pokemon, one of which being a phenomenal shiny Magikarp. So this was truly an awesome experience to get to have Dawoblefet on stream explaining this live to everybody in chat, and I hope that we can do more things like this in the future. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and let me know what you thought of this. And if you're curious, if you have any questions for Dawoblefet, because I have a feeling he might see some of these. But that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Later.